Now, I just want to get into a story that has got my attention here in the New Vision. It's on both page 2 and 3. And what are they saying? They're saying, look, NINs, there's a proposal. Um, there's a proposal in the Tax Procedures Code, which is the amendment bill they're working on. By the way, it was already approved in March. It was the 27th of February, and they're saying that NINs will replace TINs. So the TIN is the tax identification number that you usually get from URA to show that you're actually paying taxes. And many times when you are trying to access a visa from some countries where they want to give proof that you actually pay taxes, and you go use your NIN, it will show your history of taxes. But now what they are saying here in this story is that they are going to use NINs because NINs are much more individual identifiers of people who have similar names can be identified differently when they use NINs. And besides, everyone who has a national ID has a NIN. But many times, not everyone who actually earns or runs a business or anything like that has a TIN. So clearly, if they merge the systems, it means that everyone who has a NIN definitely has a tax identification number when that happens, when it's approved. So they will just remove away the tax identification number, and it will just become NIN. So the NIN will be used as your TIN, and TIN can also be your NIN. So that means that it's going to be very important for you to have a national ID. Otherwise, you may never be able to do things like land transactions, because that is what they are going to base on. You must have a NIN to do a land transaction. Number two, you must have a NIN when you're doing bank transactions, because then URA knows that this transaction was made. If there's any tax that is levied on a transaction, you know what they call transactional fees, such things, the NIN can show. And in fact, that also adds on to your tax history. Very important there. So you can find that story on page 2 and 3 of the New Vision. It's actually amazing that some of these things are now happening. And I felt maybe this was the thing. We didn't need all these identifiers all over the place. But yeah, in addition to some taxes that we are putting in place here, they say 65,000 excise duty per 1,000 sticks of locally made cigarettes, and 150,000 per 1,000 sticks, or those ones that are imported. So you better put that in mind. 900 shillings when it comes to excise duty on beer, which is local raw material content, including water, is at 75% of weight. So